Learn to be super successful. Subscribe to my channel, Meathead. The best case, the first 10 stories are going to be underwater. What are you smoking? How can you possibly believe this? And we're going to help them out. No, I don't want them to look at it because they got simple minds. You look at this is homework for tonight in addition to the movie you're going to see. Okay. They got simple, you couldn't help yourself because you're going to start looking at it. When I used to go to school as a kid, they put something on your desk. You're supposed to pick it up when the bell rings to leave home, to go for home. If you didn't, they smacked you. I was always getting smacked because I could not help but open it. I'd be putting it in the closet, but dunce cap didn't fit in the closet. Everybody know what a dunce cap is? You're a moron, so you wear a thingamajig. And so I'd go in the dunce, and I'd stay there until one of my grandmother, my mother, or my aunt picked me up. 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. I'd shit my pants, piss my pants. I wasn't allowed out of the closet. And we showed, it's on social media now. And when I went to see the closet, and there's no statute of limitation, I can sue the LA City School District. There's no statute of limitation, even though that happened 60 plus years ago. When I was there telling the principal of the school, he started crying. You must have so much hatred for us, Mr. Peña. And then I opened up a scholarship fund. No, I'm just happy that you're still in business because I can still sue the school district. I'll get $100 trillion. I can still feel the shit running down my leg if I really strain. So don't tell me about the tough times you had. You were in Disneyland your whole fucking lives. And there's the Goomba brothers getting contract after contract, cleaning all this shit up down in Florida. That's not where you guys live, is it? This part of Florida. No. Are these the rich people? And there's the power plant that's being built. $20 billion. It's going to take 12 years to build. In 12 years, we're supposed to be under 30 feet of water. What are you smoking? Bloomberg has 6 planes, 3 helicopters, 11 houses, and 42 cars. He thinks you should use public transportation to save the environment. Are you kidding me? It's a fucking joke. And he's 3 feet tall. Bill Gates, Jennifer Lopez, and Paris Hilton have one thing in common. They have the biggest footprint on the planet for hydrocarbon wastage. Those 3 people. They supposedly they burn more shit than Cleveland. These are the 25 people, the worst polluters on the planet. All from China except 2 from Japan. And they didn't sign COP 24. They didn't stop COP 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and they're not going to sign 27. India didn't sign it. And they're not. We're through. And it's better for us. We talked about this. There seems to be some perverse human characteristic that likes to make easy things difficult. This program, and you are preeminent examples of that. Because we have grammar school kids. I started giving this seminar at grammar schools for free. And they all say the same thing. This is easy peasy. All you have to do is follow the steps. These are from 8, 9, 10, 12, 14-year-olds. And the older you get, the more baggage you have, the harder it is to follow the steps. When I used to go into the ghetto and the barrio in Los Angeles, and I used to drive myself in those days, 30 plus years ago, before I gave the seminars here, And I was more worried about getting my hubcaps stolen in East LA or, the black districts of LA. How much are the hubcaps worth, mister? I don't know, maybe $800-900 a piece. Boy, I got the kid's attention. How long do you think, this is a 9-year-old black kid, how long do you think it'll take me to have a car that's got $800 or $900 hubcaps? If you start today, by the time you're 12. But if you're 27 or 45, maybe never. Now, this is one of my favorite stories. A man of the cloth, a minister, came here a few years ago. I'm a pastor, a reformed pastor, was at the castle in November 2020, closed its first deal, home health care, 120 employees, 2.8 to 3.5 million revenue. I don't know why he had that spread. 405,000 EBITDA, buying 1.4 million, 30% seller financed, 200,000 working capital from a bank. What the fuck? A man of God. It took 18 months. Life has changed forever. What about you, meatheads? He came to the seminar because on the way home, he's picking his kid up from grammar school. He says, Daddy, why do the kids that I go to school with have bigger houses than we do? He's a minister. I think he made $22,000 a year. And then before the father could answer, the kid said, I guess God doesn't pay that well, does he, Daddy? That crushed him, as it should have. He saved all his pennies for 3 years or whatever and came here. Now, he's done 4 or 5 other deals. He's a recovering pastor from Arkansas. Not quite good old boy territory, but almost good old boy territory. And what about you? I guess God doesn't pay that well. Now his son, well, why do we have such a big house, Daddy? Because QLA does pay well. And I see this day after day after day after day. And then I have a fucking seminar with you fucking morons. And if I was the kind of guy that had a deflated personality, this fucking group, cocksuckers, could deflate it. But fortunately for me, I don't have that kind of personality. I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. Don't confuse me with the fucking facts. And the closer you get to my end of the continuum, the richer you will be. If you ever get 5% of my communication skills, you're a billionaire. 5%. If you get 5% of my financial skills, you're a multi-billionaire. So why won't you follow the steps? That's the magic question. That's a $64 billion question. Because most people that come to the seminar are coming here because for the wrong reasons. You're coming here to justify something that happened in your life. But you don't really believe you deserve generational wealth, and that's why you've engaged in self-sabotaging activities most of your life. But it doesn't have to be that way. And you've heard a lot of people say that, I've had so much smoke blowing out my ass should look like a fucking as big as this building, the rectum hole. I don't need more smoke blowing up my ass. I know that I'm super smart, gifted, genius. I know that. And don't thank me. As John Robinson says, I don't want your fucking thanks. I just want people like your brother, the sawed-off Hitler, go out and put numbers on the board for me. That's all I want. And when you leave here, don't email me, don't call, email me when you get your first deal done. Now you can call me Mr. Peña. When you do a deal, you can call me Dan. Your first deal, you're a short millionaire. Not just because you're short like your brother, but you're a short millionaire. 900,000. By the second deal, you're a millionaire. By the third deal, you're a multimillionaire. And some of you already have millions, most of which you got by serendipity. For those of you that are in property and real estate, we've been in a rising market 12 years. That's over. We'll see how long you hang on to those millions that you made. With this model, you can. Okay. Any questions before I leave you? Who's my 530? Wait, what, is he your identical twin? Okay. Who's my 6? I thought 2 people were going to raise their hand again. Who's my 630? We don't have a 630. I think he's my 630. What's it say? Okay. And so every night I'll see 3. Tonight you have additional homework. Okay. Pass it out. Now, in addition to the movie you're going to see tonight, answer the same questions about these articles. I was going to email Bruce Whipple and Dan Locke tonight and say, I'm considering doing their first deals for them as a mercy fuck. And see what kind of response I get from them. Dan will be on a plane here, Whipple. But it's not a mercy fuck. I'm doing it injustice. We've tried that model. If I do the deal, it's like the chairman picking your board. It's not your board anymore. If I do the deal for you, then it's not your deal.